I will be discussing Heir of Glass. Oh my god, it's Heir of Fire, you stupid menace. Hello, fiction fiends. My name is Sonia and I write, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here, honestly. Last time you came for a visit, I was yipping away about this book right here. Heir of Fire. The book that I put off for 2 years and then read in a week. I gave this book a 5-star. Before reading, I made some post-reading thoughts. I was trying to get my mind organized and ask important questions before getting into the book. And then after I finished reading, I did pre-reading thoughts, and I thought that was so much fun. And I thought that reading through Aylin's suffering was such a great time that I was gonna do it again. So now that I'm starting Queen of Shadows, and now that I have even more questions about the series, I thought I would give you a list of 5 more of my pre-reading thoughts. But instead of for Heir of Fire, this time it is for the scrum-diddly-ishous Queen of Shadows. So let's get right into it. Okay, trusty notebook in hand. This is my pre-reading thought for Queen of Shadows. Number 1, is Aedion a furry? Is Aedion going to shift into a wolf at any point in the series? Will he be a wolf? Is he a wolf now? Is he just hiding it? When will he wear wigs? I continuously, all throughout Heir of Fire, was clocking the fact that Aedion is repeatedly described as being very wolf-like. We know that Selena has 2 forms. She has her human and her fae form. We know that Rowan has 2 forms. He has his fae and his pigeon form. We know that Rowan's backyardigans also have their forms. I'm pretty sure Gavriel is the one who has the fae form and then the mountain cat form. Does Aedion have the same thing? I do remember there being a line saying that Aedion could not shift between 2 forms, if I'm remembering correctly, or I just made that up. But I'm remembering that. However, I'm also remembering that Aedion was repeatedly described as and connected to wolves. Is it just because he has that dog in him? Or is this foreshadowing? So that is that's my first pre-reading thought. Is Aedion a furry? When and where will that happen? Okay, my second pre-reading thought has been formed as a result of the stress of the final pages of this book, because what do you mean Dorian is now collared? What do you mean? Okay, before Heir of Fire, I liked Dorian. Like, he was chill, very charming, right? After Heir of Fire, he's great. I love Dorian's character. I love the character development we've got going on here. But now that I've started to really like his character, he's collared. Guys, what does this mean? Will he be okay? Like, what's going on? And now the king has him. What does this mean for Queen of Shadows? Specifically, are we going to get a perspective from Dorian like we had in Heir of Fire now that he's under the king's control? I'm scared. I got a little excited and intense about that last one. I'm really genuinely scared for what the implications of Dorian being under the king's control means for the future of the series. I really hope he is not pitted against Aylin. Oh my gosh, I'm already stressed. I already don't want to touch Queen of Shadows because of that reason, but I really want to read Queen of Shadows just to make sure they never have to be enemies. Oh my gosh. Anyway, my third pre-reading thought is about Manon. How is she going to be important to Aylin? Like, Heir of Fire, I loved reading her POV. I know that she's important to the series because of how much fan art she is in, but at no point during Heir of Fire did she meet Rowan or did she meet Aelin / Selena or even Kael or Dorian or Aedion. Like, none of the other characters who I already know how their stories connect, she didn't meet any of them. She's on her own, and she's just been sent on a quest by her grandmother. But how will her story be significant to Aelin's? And speaking of characters who are important to Aelin, my fourth pre-reading thought asks the question, how will the blood oath work now that Aelin and Rowan are so far apart? Like, Rowan is still in Wendelin, right? She told him, bro, do not follow me over here because you will be stuck in your bird form. Aelin is over there. She's back in Rifthold. That's where the story starts off. Rowan has taken the blood oath to be a part of Aelin's court forever. That was so... Okay, this is a side rant, but I always thought when I saw fan art of Rowan that he would be this huge, big, brooding man who doesn't have a soft spot for anybody. I was wrong. In Heir of Fire, he has the biggest soft spot for Aelin, and I love it, but now they're so far apart. He took that blood oath so fast, no questions asked, and they're separated by a massive ocean. So how is this gonna play out? My final pre-reading thought has to do with justice and black and white thinking from Kael's perspective. Kael has proven to be a very complex character. He thinks in ways that are black and white. There's good and then there's bad. And some things that are bad include magic and include criminals. Now, guess what, Kael? I'm sorry to break it to you, but your ex-girlfriend, not only is she a criminal assassin, but she's also a fae, and she also uses magic, and your boyfriend also uses magic. Kael's friends and the people that surround him constantly force him to be confronted by these black and white morals, and I'm really hoping that in Queen of Shadows he's able to see that the world is not just black and white. There is gray space. Aelin can be the good guy and still be an assassin and still be fae and still have magic. Dorian can be a good guy and still be a prince that uses magic, okay? I'm really, really hoping that Kael is able to confront his stubbornness and figure out, whoa, hold on. The world isn't just good and bad. There's literally more to it. Of course, because a lot of times when I start my rambling, I go completely off track, and then what I was saying first makes no sense later. I decided to sit down and type out all of my Queen of Shadows pre-reading thoughts so that you can better understand what I was just yipping about. So here are my uninterrupted, more easily understood Queen of Shadows pre-reading thoughts, as will be posted on my Fable account. Okay, boom. I'm starting Queen of Shadows. So here are my pre-reading thoughts. Number 1. So is Aedion secretly a wolf or what? Number 2. Can we save Dorian, preferably immediately? Number 3. When will Manon come into Aelin's story? Number 4. How will the blood oath between Rowan and Aelin work now that there's literally an ocean dividing them? Number 5. Will Kael ever stop with his black and white thinking? Thank you all so much for hanging out with me while I did my Queen of Shadows pre-reading thoughts. I'm so excited to get into it. I hope it is not another bucket full of torture. I hope not. I hope that everybody's together picking flowers with a Braxos. Don't ever bring me back to the days of Assassin's Blade, and don't ever tell me that it gets worse, okay? Anyway, those were my pre-reading Queen of Shadows thoughts, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao for now, fiction fiends.